Hey, everybody. I missed you all so much. How are y'all doing? Oh, my goodness. I am so sorry that I have been away, and y'all have to excuse my background. But look, we're here to catch up, okay? I am just so excited to be with you all today. I missed the first week because I was celebrating my birthday. My birthday was February 3rd, y'all. And then I went on a cruise to the Bahamas, February 8th through the 12th. Then I got back, had to catch up with some things, and then celebrated my significant other's birthday, which was on Valentine's Day. So we surprised him at the Spectrum Center to see the Charlotte Hornets. So it was a day full of just surprises and excitement. So we've been having this healthy competition, trying to, not trying, but really doing the darn thing, making sure we take care of each other and give each other the best we possibly could give. So I mean, it's been wonderful. So I am back. And I wanted to say thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. Welcome everybody who normally joins me during the live on Thursdays. And I appreciate you being here. If this is your first time, thank you so much for joining us. We missed week 2, so I'm excited to cover the topic today of nurturing relationships. So this is love and self-care, and this is nurturing relationships today, okay? So we're going to be highlighting the importance of healthy relationships in our lives. So that is really crucial, okay? So the reason why healthy relationships in our lives is crucial for several reasons. You have emotional support that's necessary. Healthy relationships, they provide us with this support during both good times and challenging moments in our life, okay? Just knowing that we have someone to lean on can help to reduce stress and promote emotional well being. It's nothing like having somebody who can help you get through a situation. That emotional support is key, okay? And then that sense of belonging, being part of healthy relationships, it gives us a sense of belonging and, a connectedness, um, having someone around makes you not feel lonely or isolated, okay? It contributes really to your overall happiness and fulfillment. I'm not saying that being in relationships should you know be the reason why you're happy. That's not what I'm saying, but it will contribute to that, okay? Improves your mental health, so positive relationships, they've been linked to improving mental health outcomes, including lowering the rates of depression and anxiety. Just think about when you have a positive relationship, then you're engaged, okay? So you don't have time to be depressed or feeling anxious because you are around others that are supportive, okay? And it kind of helps filter out and buffer all those negative effects of stress and adversity that you're facing when you have someone there, okay? It also enhances your physical health. Let me tell you, research suggests that people with strong social connections tend to have better physical health outcomes. I've studied this a lot. I've studied it especially for older adults because you all know that my passion is dealing with the older generation, our greatest generation, our aging beauties. And when I studied about social engagement and companionship, it has a direct correlation and link to better health outcomes, including lowering blood pressure, reducing the risk of chronic diseases, and faster recovery from illnesses. Okay. So those strong social connections are important. So when we are talking about having healthy relationships and why they're so important in our life, that enhancing the physical health part is key. It also increases resilience. Healthy relationships can enhance our resilience in the face of challenges. See, when we have that support system to rely on, it can help us navigate difficult decisions with greater ease, or difficult situations, I would say, with greater ease and confidence. Because you got somebody rooting for you, and you got somebody dependent on you. So you getting through this. You gonna stick with it. You gonna do it. You're not gonna stop. And also, it helps. Well, it's crucial for personal growth. It provides an opportunity for the personal growth and the self discovery. So, through your interactions with others, we learn more about ourselves, we learn about our strengths, and we find out about our areas for improvement. Okay. So, like I told you before, when we're going through these topics every month, and this month happens to be love and self care, and we're talking about nurturing relationships tonight, I'm studying, I'm preparing for you because I want to give you the best information. Okay. And off topic, if you're wondering why my face looks like this, firm, okay, it's because I'm using collagen. Okay, that's a part of my self care routine. All right, collagen from Rena Wellness. So if you want to go to renawellness.com and you can purchase that, I want to shout out EG. Okay, EG is the president of the Alumni Association at Francis Marion University, and I'm serving as vice president. She is wearing the collagen faithfully. She's been one of my first customers, and she posted a reel on Facebook, and I've been getting a ton of customers from that reel. So thank you, EG. But anyway, I'm just throwing that out there because love and self care, you got to take care of you. Those of you who didn't have anybody to celebrate Valentine's Day with yesterday, that's fine, because one, um, the most important love comes from the love of God. Two, if you don't love yourself, then you can't love anybody else. So yesterday was not about all that romantic stuff. It was about the importance of loving you. Okay. At the end of the day, when you get up in the morning, it's you. When you look in the mirror, it's you. Okay. Everything is you and God. Okay. So if you did have somebody to enjoy it with, that's great. And I thank God that this year I was able to, well, last year too, but this year is different because our relationship has grown. I was able to celebrate someone for his birthday as well as on Valentine's Day. But I'm going to tell you, we are putting God first and letting Him direct this. So that's what you need to do as well. Moving on to another crucial reason why healthy relationships are important: happiness and fulfillment. Okay. It contributes to your overall happiness, and it gives you a sense of fulfillment in life. You get to share experiences, you get to make memories, and you get to celebrate achievements with loved ones, which enriches your lives in meaningful ways. Okay. So, just to sum it all up, having healthy relationships is vital for your emotional, mental, and physical well being. Okay. And when you cultivate and nurture these connections, that's an investment in your happiness, your resilience, and your overall quality of life. Okay. So when we talk about healthy relationships, and I'm no relationship expert, I just happen to be on this topic because it has a lot to do with love and self care. If you want a relationship coach, go find you one. I'm not saying that I'm that. Okay, don't want to be that. But when we look at defining healthy relationships, we want to emphasize mutual respect, trust, communication, and support. Okay, and um, when we talk about healthy relationships, or what healthy relationships mean to you, um, I feel like healthy relationships are the foundation of a fulfilling and meaningful life. And back to the mutual respect, trust, communication, and support, it's built on that framework. Okay. Um, And relationships could be romantic relationships, it could be family relationships, all of those things that we'll talk about later on. But in healthy relationships, excuse me, relationships, getting tongue tied, and these braces do not help you guys. But in healthy relationships, both parties feel valued, understood, and appreciated for who they are. Okay. It's nothing like being in a relationship and you don't feel valued. That's, oh my goodness, you don't feel valued, or it you don't feel understood. Okay, you're not appreciated. Instead of appreciating you for who you are, they want you to be something else. That's not healthy. Okay. Healthy relationships also mean having an open and honest communication. Both individuals, regardless of what relationship it is, they feel safe in expressing their thoughts and feelings and concerns without fear of judgment. Have you ever wanted to talk to somebody and you gotta figure out what to say and how to say it because you don't know what they may what reaction they're going to give you in return? That's not good, because it's almost like you got to get yourself ready and hyped up to have a conversation. You should be able to do that with ease. Okay. But you got to actively listen to each other, empathize with one another's experiences, and validate each other's emotions. Okay. And in healthy relationships, there's a sense of balance. Okay. Both parties contribute to the relationships in meaningful ways. It can't just be you giving all and they not giving anything. Okay. It has to be a willingness to compromise, collaborate, and work through challenges together rather than resorting to conflict or avoidance. Okay. When we're in any relationship, we are working together. It should be a mutual benefit. It should be two people putting in what's necessary to get something out. Okay. It shouldn't be, you know, not being able to work through challenges. It shouldn't feel that way. Okay. And also, healthy relationships, this is my favorite. It involves setting and respecting boundaries. Each person's individuality is honored. Okay. And there's mutual understanding of where one person ends and where the other begins. Okay. And those boundaries are communicated clearly, and you need to uphold those boundaries. You need to respect those. If you're in relationships and you're not respected, you that's not healthy. Your relationship is healthy when it brings joy, okay, support and growth into your life. If you're in a relationship, whatever relationship it is, I'm not just talking about um romantic relationships. I'm talking about family relationships, business relationships, any relationships. It should bring joy. It should bring support. It should bring growth into your lives. Okay. If you're in a relationship and you're not getting better in the relationship, if you're getting worse, or if it's taking you farther away from good, it's not the right relationship. Okay. It's not the right relationship, because ultimately, healthy relationships, they enrich our lives. Okay. They contribute to our overall well-being and happiness. And I keep saying that because it's true. Okay. But besides romantic relationships, you have friendships, family relationships, professional relationships. And when I talk about romantic relationships, I'm not saying that you're in a relationship with a man and a woman and you got to be intimate with this person. And let me say something. Just because you're in a relationship with somebody and you're going all over the place with them and spending time with them doesn't mean that you are intimate with that person. Okay. And as a matter of fact, if you think that way about another person, where is your mind? All right. So when I say the word romantic, I'm just talking about male and female that have a relationship with one another. or whoever you have a partnership with. But I'm saying I'm not necessarily talking about intimacy or anything like that. I don't want to get anybody to misunderstand me. And I want you to just forget about the type of relationships if your mind gonna go somewhere that it don't need to be. But I had to address that because sometimes when we say certain things, people's mind go to another context, and it's not even what we're discussing. But just when we're talking about relationships, I just want you to understand how the relationship should make you better, and how it should be healthy, and all the things that we're talking about to create healthy relationships is what I want you to focus on. And I also want you to mind your business. If the relationship has nothing to do with you, you shouldn't even be in it. And you shouldn't even be worrying about what somebody else is doing. Okay. If the relationship is healthy, and you're in a healthy relationship, nurture yours. Okay. And pray for theirs. All right. Now let's go to characteristics of healthy relationships. Okay. And I think I've kind of mentioned it already, but when we talk about healthy relationships and the key characteristics, communication, I said open, honest, respectful communication. Okay. Trust. Okay. It definitely forms the foundation of strong relationships. If you don't trust someone, you're always going to have doubt about them and what they're doing. And who can live like that? Like, I don't want to live knowing that I'm in a relationship, whether it's a business relationship, and I'm in a partnership with another business, and I can't trust them because I feel like they're always doing something underhanded. Or, you know, I, I don't know. I can't even operate in the fullness of what I need to do because I just don't feel comfortable. It's nothing like being in a relationship where you don't trust someone. Support. Healthy relationships involve mutual, okay? Mutual support, encouragement, and validation of each other's feelings and experiences. Once again, the boundaries. You're setting them, you're respecting them, and you're compromising, okay? You got to be able to accommodate just like the other person has to accommodate, okay? And it goes on to break down exactly what I just went over. It also says, um, the practical tips and strategies for nurturing relationships. I wrote this down. The active listening. When you encourage active listening, you are empathetic and understanding each other, then that's promoting healthy relationships, okay? Spending quality time together, engaging in meaningful activities, that's promoting healthy relationships. How can you have a business relationship with someone and you're supposed to be doing work together and you never meet to discuss anything? Okay. You're always giving and the other person is always receiving. They're benefiting from you giving, but they're not putting anything in. It's not right. Okay. Um, it also expresses appreciation. It expresses gratitude and appreciation for the people in their lives. Okay. And then healthy relationships, in order to keep nourishing them or nurturing them, I should say, um, it resolves conflicts constructively. Okay. You gotta learn to address conflicts openly, and you gotta find a mutual satisfactory resolution. Okay. Um, Resolve conflict early. Don't let things fester. Don't let them sit in. Because I'm going to tell you, when things build up, and my pastor laughs at me all the time, because one time I got pissed off with somebody, and I used that word, and they were tickled to death. But I'm telling you, don't let yourself get to a point where you don't resolve conflict and things build up, and then you get mad. Okay, you don't want to do that because then it gets to a point where you're boiling over, and then next thing you know, you're talking about one thing, and here you go bringing up something else. So resolve conflict early, okay, and show kindness and empathy. The power of kindness is um, is amazing, how it can strengthen relationships. Even the small gestures that you do for one another can strengthen relationships. Okay. Um, I am just so grateful for the healthy relationships in my life. It took me a while to have healthy relationships because I didn't feel good about myself. When you don't feel good about you, you can destroy relationships. I think you probably all know about this quote about if you don't fix what hurts you, you'll bleed over everybody else that is trying to help you, you know? So, and then you look for negative things in others when you don't feel good about yourself. Once you start seeing yourself the way God sees you, then you're not even worried about anything else, okay? And you know what he expects and desires for you, so you're not even going to accept anything else. Okay, so I want you to get to that place where you first work on you. You first, do all the things that we talked about leading up to this. Getting rid of the past, um, thinking on things of how you can improve yourself, loving on you. You know what I'm saying? And embracing those people that want to be a part of your life, that want to have healthy relationships with you, because if you're not okay with you, someone coming along in your life that wants to be in a relationship with you, you're going to run them away because of the things you still are dealing with on the inside. Okay. And I'm just so thankful for my healthy relationships, and they're very special and meaningful to me. I'm thankful for my parents and what they instilled in me. I'm thankful for my bonus parents who love on me and treat me as their own. Um, I'm thankful for my spiritual parents. All of those sets of parents that I mentioned, they pray for me. I can call them at any time to talk to them. I'm grateful for business relationships, people who have poured into me and have helped me to grow to the woman entrepreneur that I am right now. I'm grateful for the relationships I have with my children, being able to be a part of their growth and development. I'm grateful for the relationship that God has blessed me with my significant other, being able to have someone who loves me just the way that I am, appreciates me, values me, everything that I just mentioned. I'm just grateful for every relationship, and I I tend to, well, I mean to make sure I cultivate those relationships. So many other relationships I'm grateful for too. My family, my friends, my sisters in Christ, just everybody. And I am on a road to make sure that every relationship that is in my life, that I do my part to make sure that I nurture it, I cultivate it. And regardless of what they do, I'm still going to do the right thing, because I got to answer to somebody at the end of the day. Now, I'm not going to um, be in relationships that don't show respect, that aren't willing to be flexible and compromising or empathetic. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to treat someone um, mean because we're not in the relationship anymore. I'm just not going to spend that much time with them because I don't have any place for negativity in my life. Okay. So you got to be able to put people where they belong. Okay. But still do what you need to do so that God is pleased with your reaction and your behavior, and how you're treating people you come in contact with. Okay. So I want you to take this time and I want you to share your own experiences, your own insights, your own challenges related to how you've learned about nurturing relationships in the past. Um, I also want you to tell us about some relationships you're thankful for, and give us a few stories of what it felt like in the past when you didn't have healthy relationships. Because I'm telling you, when you don't have healthy relationships, or when you are in relationships that are not healthy, you do feel alone. You do feel abandoned. You do feel a certain way. But when you have friends and family and people that appreciate you, love on you, and you finally get that balance in life, I mean, it's a big difference. It really is. You got somebody you can talk to. You have someone you can depend on. It's just different. Okay. Um, so I want you to continue to nurture your healthy relationships. I want you to continue to build new relationships, okay? And be an example for others who are wanting to be in relationships, regardless of what those relationships are, okay? And I also want you to get ready for next week, because we're going to talk about mindful self care. Um, Next week is the week of the 22nd. So I would have been talking about, well, I will say this. We were supposed to kick off self love the first week of February, that February 1st. And I did put some things on Facebook about that. And then week 2, which was last week when I was on the cruise, we were supposed to talk about nurturing relationships. So I'm talking about nurturing relationships now. And then, not tomorrow, but next week, we're going to talk about mindful self care, the importance of um, stress relief strategies and different things like that. And then we're going to discuss um, gratitude and appreciation um, on our last week of February. But I just want you to know that tonight was something that I was very eager to discuss, because we need people. As much as we say, I don't got to have no friends, I don't need nobody in my life, that's not true. You don't want the people, or you don't need the people in your life that's bringing negativity. No, you don't need that. But you do need people, okay? You do need to have people in your life that can encourage and support, pray, and just be there for you, okay? So it takes a lot to nurture relationships so that they stay healthy, but that's fine. That's all a part of us loving one another and us doing the will of God to make sure that we stay in the right standing with Him, okay, and with people, all right? So I want you to remember all the things we talked about, you know, about how crucial it is to have relationships, that sense of belonging, that improving your mental health and that emotional support, and the key characteristics of why healthy relationships bring out a more fulfilling and meaningful full life for you. Okay, and if you are just joining, I want you to go back and replay the live and hear what we discussed. And those of you that are going to be watching later on, I want you to share it and tell us what you think, okay? But this is an important subject, because overall, as we said, having healthy relationships is vital for our emotional, mental, and physical well being. And it is an investment into your happiness, resilience, and overall quality of life, okay? And I'm talking about relationships with, you know, business partners, I'm talking about family relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, all of that, okay? So nurture your relationships, treat people right, be grateful that you have healthy relationships, and that you have people in your life to love on, and they can love on you, okay? And don't worry about the ones that don't, okay? But treat everybody right no matter what. Those of you who've been sticking with me every week, I appreciate it. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I don't think. I know Francis Marion University has a homecoming coming up the weekend of the 24th. So I'm looking forward to seeing my sorority sisters, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, at Francis Marion University, to see their smiling, beautiful faces. I'm also eager to celebrate my church's anniversary this Sunday, True Believers Church on Oakland Avenue. So if you want to join us, you can, this Sunday at 11:30 a.m. So this weekend on the 18th, I believe, that Sunday is True Believers Church anniversary, at 11:30 a.m. It's at 623 Oakland Avenue in Columbia. Please join us if you want to come to the anniversary. And then next week, if you are an FMU, Francis Marion University alumni, we're having a homecoming. So please come out to Francis Marion University and join us in the homecoming. I can't wait to see my wonderful sorority sisters, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, my wonderful, beautiful sisters, and everybody that's going to be there. And then I'm eager to celebrate my sister cousin's birthday, Kamisha, coming up the last, well, not the last weekend, but next to the last weekend. Well, it is the real official last weekend of February. It's during the weekend of the 24th and 25th. Celebrate her birthday as well, so we can make her day special. But I'm not going anywhere. Meaning I'm not going on a cruise ship. I'm not going on a plane. I am going to be here through the rest of February and March. I don't go anywhere else until April. I know every time y'all see me, I hear people say, "Goodness, where's she going at next?" Um, but I'll tell you as soon as I know. But thank you all so much for hanging in there with me this evening. I have missed your smiling faces, your wonderful comments. I just love your support, and I just thank you so, so very much. And I will see you next week. I'm Keisha L. Hayes, and I'm out of here.